Anywhere else. New opinion shows from Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, and Tommy Lahren you can only get by signing up for Fox Nation. Plus, the real stories behind the headlines. Documentaries on Chappaquiddick, Jimmy Hoffa, and more that you'll only find on Fox Nation. More of the opinion done right you crave? It's on Fox Nation. Documentaries and specials you can't get anywhere else? They're on Fox Nation. So go to foxnation.com today and sign up now for Fox Nation. Opinion done right now.
Brett Baer.
When someone watches the news, they want someone they can trust. Our job is to cut through the talking points.
Martha McCallum.
We're going to ask the tough questions because there's a lot of conventional wisdom out there that needs to be challenged.
Shannon Bream.
What I'm doing is making sure that whatever is developed through the day, people are fully informed from coast to coast.
We're 24/7 news, but we're really down to the minute.
We're going to be fearless. We're going to be fair.
Whether it's 4 a.m. or midnight, we're there.
Fox News Channel. Real news, real honest opinion.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
For the best car wash at the best price, then go to the new Nips Car Wash, located at 459 Highway 301 South, down from McDonald's in Jessup. Nips Car Wash features state-of-the-art IQ automatic car wash system. Every car or truck that enters the automatic IQ wash system is scanned to capture its unique vehicle profile to give you a great car wash every time. Nips Car Wash also features 2 self-service bays where you can choose from a variety of accessories such as foam brush, tire brush, bug off, wax, clear coat, and spot-free rinse with powerful blowers located in each bay to top off your car wash experience at an affordable price. For the best quality car wash around, go to the new Nips Car Wash located down from McDonald's on the left on Highway 301 South in Jessup. That's Nips Car Wash with a state-of-the-art IQ automatic wash system on Highway 301 South down from McDonald's in Jessup.
At 8:02 here at the Big Dog WIFO-FM, it is time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Nips Car Wash and Murphy Builder Supply.
Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Bob.
We won't even discuss the Braves anymore.
We're done. We're done until February 22nd.
We're going to move on to the Butch and Bob Show. We've got the Popples in here to talk about the Scream Acres Haunted Trail and all the events taking place up there at Popple Farms. Jonathan mentioned he went by there. I mean, the crowds were just tremendous, cars everywhere. So we'll get this microphone closer to you. You can introduce yourself and tell us who else in the studio with you and tell us what else taking place out there in Odom.
Good morning. I'm Tanya Popple, and I have with Popple Farms, and of course I have Hamp and Paige Blanton with me today. They are heading up the Haunted Trail for us. So they're doing a great job. They've been working now for a couple of months trying to get all of that ready and together, and it's looking wonderful over there. So I'm going to turn it over to them, and I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about it, and they can tell you, what they have planned and everything you can expect when you come walk through the trail.
How'd they get in charge of this trail?
Well, it's kind of like after a few years, you get ready to pass it on.
You gotta put them
so
to work,
we're kind of
right?
passing it on and putting them to work. Yeah, this is actually, we were talking about a few moments ago, this is our 13th year with the trail. It's our 19th year with the maze and with the farm, but it's our 13th year with the haunted trail. And what's pretty neat about it is we actually have a group of folks who are coming back this year for the first time helping us that actually helped us when we first started. And so it's really nice to have those folks back. And again, I'm going to hand it over and let them tell you a little bit about it. But one thing I would like to say is that a portion of the proceeds, as always, is going to local organizations. The first weekend will be to the Victory Tabernacle Youth Department. They're going to be helping us. And then also the last 2 weekends will be benefiting the Jessup Church of God Youth Department. And so we appreciate those folks for coming out and helping us. And again, we're supporting them and just appreciate all of their help. So I'll turn it over to Paige and Hamp now.
Sounds great.
Hey, I'm Paige Blanton. I'm actually Janelle and Tanya's daughter. But my husband and I will be heading it up this year. And what's cool is that 13 years ago, we're the ones that were hiding out in the cornfield scaring people while I was pregnant with our first son, Rowan. So it's pretty cool to be past the baton now, to be over it. But anyway, yeah, I think this is Mom and Dad's way of slowly trying to convince us to take over the farm altogether. We'll see about that. But we're going to have an awesome time. It's a very family-oriented event. You can bring your small children out there, and you can go play on the playgrounds while your other family goes through the trail, and then you guys can switch out, and we'll scare you throughout the whole thing for sure. But you can go on.
Yeah, I'm Hamp Blanton. We are excited about it. We've been working hard. We've made a big push this year to. A lot of people come through it every year. I think 16, 17, 1,800 last year, which is a great crowd, and obviously not just from Jessup, from Hinesville back. So we get big groups. So it's fun for not only that youth age, but I mean you've got people all the way up to 60 and 65 years old that came through last year and just had a blast. And it's a great family outing, because if you've got some teenagers or some older people who want to do that, and then you've got some who don't, right across the road, eye distance, you've got jumping pillows, you've got concessions, you've got a corn maze right beside it. There's all kind of things you can do if you don't want to go through that, but still involve your whole family. But we've really worked hard this year to change. There's going to be totally different scenes. So if you came last year or the year before and you think it's going to be the same, it's going to look a lot different. So just right from the entrance. So we're expecting a good turnout, and expecting everybody to have fun. I think our volunteers that come and scare, they have more fun than the people going through it. I've had I don't know how many calls saying, "Hey, we just want to come help. We done it last year or the year before," and just have a blast. And it's just a good atmosphere and good time of year.
A lot of people have been there, but for those that haven't been there, or when it comes to how long is the trail? How much does it cost? Tell us all those details.
It costs $10 just for the trail. You just want to do the haunted trail. And then if you want to do everything, so if you want to do all the farm activities, the corn maze, and the trail, it's $15. If you just have like small kids and they don't want to do the trail, then it's $5. And if you just want to do the corn maze, it's right, Mom? Yeah. Is that right? So it's $5 for the farm and the corn maze, and then it's $15 for everything, and then $10 just for the trail. And
as far as time wise, if you're going to come walk through, you need to plan. At least from the time you get there to leave, probably 45 minutes to an hour, at least, depending on the line. Sometimes there is a small wait, but we try to send groups through, and everybody likes to do it with their own people or their car load or bus load. So plan on about an hour total.
We've got a text in here with a question for you. Hamp says, "Ask Hamp if Rick is going to wear a mask."
No, he doesn't have to.
He's scary with that one on. What are you talking about? He can just stand in the zombie area and just look.
Mask on every day.
That was the point of that text.
Yeah, that old man. I hope he's listening.
For those that may not know how to get there, tell us the best way to get to Popple Farms.
Well, here we go.
Just 341 out to Tank Road, and then we have signs, and you can just follow the signs.
And plenty of parking available.
Plenty of parking available, yes. And
I know every weekend you've got a different event. So tell us, some weekends already passed, but what's still to come? So
coming up this weekend, we have we're hosting the Girl Scouts. So it's Girl Scout Day on the farm Saturday. So that's the day we say that the farm turns green for all the scouts that come and attend. But of course, we're open to the public. It's not just for scouts. So we'll be open Saturday from 10 in the morning until 10 p.m. And then also Camp Kudzu out of Savannah, which is a group that supports children with type 1 diabetes. They'll be joining us as well. And then next weekend is our we'll be having Maddie's Mission. Those folks will be joining us, and then the following weekend will be the safety day when we have all the fire trucks and the Jessup Fire Department firehouse and all the safety vehicles from the Sheriff's Department. And also we'll be, hopefully, if he is well, we'll have little Hunter Higginbotham. He'll be joining us on that day, if things go well with him.
Good. And this goes all the way to the end of the month, right?
Yes, we're open every weekend until October the 27th is our last day.
And we've already talked about the corn maze you were here before, but for those who may not have missed it, what's the corn maze this year? Tell us the design and how that works.
Yeah, the design is... again, we're supporting childhood cancer awareness this year, and so we have a couple of the logos from Maddie's Mission is in there, as well as Campground Ministries. Both of those are based out of Waycross, and wonderful people that, unfortunately, those two organizations, they lost their children, lost a child to childhood cancer, but they turned their grief into helping others. And so we were glad to be able to help them, as well as Camp Sunshine, who's based out of Savannah. And so we were making donations to all three of those groups. And then again, as I said, Hunter and hopefully his family will be able to join us on the 26th. And we'll be able to make a donation to those folks as well.
Parents know their children best, but a lot of parents ask, what's age appropriate for the scary trail? So if you had to put an age limit on it, is there an age limit, or does it just depend on the child and the parent? Or
it actually depends. We allow the parent to make the call on that. Our suggestion is 12 and up. 12 and up, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we get asked that question quite often, but we do leave that up to the parent. That's at the parent's discretion on that one.
Well, Paige, how scary is it going to be? I mean, that's what most people, they love Halloween. They want to want to be scared. So
if it was up to me and I was going through it, I wouldn't really want to be that scared. I get scared pretty easy, but I love to scare. It's super, super scary. It is. I mean, it's dark in there. Obviously, we have appropriate lighting where it needs to be, but it's dark. Nobody can touch you, but we have people chasing you. We have loud noises. It's in the woods, so you have just the woods in general. I mean, the thing I'm scared about the most is snakes crawling up me, so y'all don't have to scare me. I'm just worried about all the critters. But it's super scary. It's everything that you would think about with watching a very scary movie and having nightmares. That's what you're going to walk through.
Well, it's a very popular event in Wayne County. Like I said, people come from far and wide, and from, like I said, not just Wayne County, from Long, Appleton, Pierce. I mean, it's well known throughout this area, so everybody makes it an annual trek to Popple Farm. So should be another good weekend this weekend. So again, explain again this. What's it called? The Scream Acres Haunted Trail.
Yeah, Scream Acres.
How do we come up with Scream Acres? Sounds like Green Acres, but that's
right? Yeah.
If you ride by on a Friday or Saturday night, anytime after dark, you will know why it's called Scream Acres. So it's pretty appropriate. It's amazing how loud they can get in there, and you'll hear different groups coming through. Those 12 to 15-year-old girls can scream loud, and I think their parents enjoy watching them scream. So
but we're also excited about the groups we have that are helping with us and how we can help them. So we're pretty excited about that. And again, this weekend is Victory Tabernacle Youth. So we really want to promote, bringing out as many people as we can to help them the most that we can. And then next weekend and the following weekend is Jessup Church of God Youth. So that's pretty cool that we can bring out the youth and have a family, kid-friendly event for them to come to on the weekends, and also help out the organization at the same time.
And also, I don't know if we mentioned, but we do have security from the Sheriff's Department. So, if your kids are coming maybe with a group, or and you say, I'm a little worried, we've got those guys patrolling the area, walking around. There's no loitering in the parking lots and stuff like that. So
And you mentioned concessions. What kind of food is there? So you want people to come hungry? Is that how that works?
Yeah,
absolutely. We have, of course, the funnel cakes will be dropping those, as well as the chicken fingers and fries and hamburgers and hot dogs. The concessions will all be open. Sausage dogs as well. So, yeah, have lots going on. And I do want to mention, getting back to the children. Parents, what we like to suggest, especially with the middle school children, as we do have lots of security, but I will also like to mention there are lots of areas out there that's dark, that we can't be everywhere all the time. So come, if instead of dropping your child off, come in and have a seat, on one of the rocking chairs. It just costs us $5, and you can come sit and just be there, or you can come and participate with them. That would be the best thing, is to come join in with them and have fun as well. But if you can't, or or don't want to, and just want to just come be there while they're there, we would love to have you.
Throughout the years, what do you see mostly come through? Do you see families come through, or just groups of kids come through, or what do you see? All variety?
All types, especially at night. We get lots of families. We get lots of church groups. Again, you mentioned the out-of-town groups. They come from near and far. Lots of church youth groups come out. We have some different, like 4-H groups. We had one last weekend from Evans County that came out. And so, just lots of families.
A lot of military come through.
Yes, a lot of militaries. Yeah,
close and bring their
folks.
families.
Yeah.
So,
how many years have we been doing this?
Well, the haunted maze, haunted trail part this is our 13th year.
13th year.
Yeah, 19th year for the farm. With doing all the farm activities, and then we added the haunted part 13 years.
So next year's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, we'll be 20 and 20.
You already organizing some big events for that?
We're working on it. We're thinking about it. Yeah,
big celebration, 20 years.
That's right. We're excited. We are, and we're excited that we get to include our children, because not only are Hamp and Paige actively helping us, then we also have, Megan and Travis, and then our son Zach. He's actually out of town, but he helps when he's here. And then Shane and Jennifer and Carson and Caleb, all of us. It's a big family. It takes us all.
Let's go again over the time and the cost. That's what people actually want to know. What time does it take place? How much does it cost? And where is it at? Right.
Well, Friday night, we open the farm opens at 5. So we're open from 5 till 10. We generally say 7 o'clock on the haunted trail, just because, it's better if it's dark, before they go through. So, but again, it's from 5 till 10. The maze is open. It is dark, but it's not haunted. So that's the alternative. If you want to go do something fun with your small kids, bring your flashlights. Try to find your way out, So that's the fun thing with that. If you want to do just the trail only, the haunted trail only, it's $10. If you want to do just the maze only, it's $5. If you want to come across and do the jumping pillows and the cow trains and everything, it's $5. Or you can do everything out there on the farm that there is to do for $15. And again, you can come at 5 and stay until 10.
It's just a great event, great place. Anybody ever get lost in the maze? People ask that question all the time.
All the time, and it is hilarious. It's really funny because we get the question, well, what do I do if I can't find my way out? Well, I will say this. There are mazes that we know the owners of the farms that go in and they put the netting in their maze, like the orange netting you see on the highway construction sites. So you can't get out. I mean, you have to stay on the path. There's no way to cut out. But we like to tell everybody, listen, if you can't find your way, just cut through. It's not a big deal. We don't do that. We don't put the netting in our maze. And but we do, just kidding around. We tell them, well, if your car is out there in the morning, we'll come looking for you.
There you go. Again, Popple Farms presents the Scream Acres Haunted Trail, and taking place this weekend out there in Odom at Popple Farms. Like I said, people come from far and wide for this event. We appreciate you coming in. Anything else you want to say, Paige? So is this your first year helping out, or?
It's not the first year helping out. It's the first year that I think
that you're in charge of.
I wouldn't say in charge, but he's more.
This is the most stressful year we've had, but no, it's been fun, and we've actually, I think maybe 3 or 4 years in a row, been helping out with it in various areas of it, and then we kind of started it. She talked about that 13 years ago with our youth group that came through after Paige and I, we got married, and they said, "Hey, can you scare them when we bring them through?" And I said, "Sure." We're right there beside the farm anyway, so I think that's where it might have all started. But
we're excited though.
We are excited and looking for a good turnout and looking for a lot of people come out here and have fun.
I said people in Wayne County always look forward to the Halloween time of year. Do you see a lot of people come dressed in costumes to the farm? Do they do that? Or
absolutely.
Then we put them to work in the trail. Yeah.
How many volunteers do you have? You mentioned volunteers. How many people? How many? I mean, there's a huge undertaking. How many people are involved in putting this together?
Around 25 to 30.
We'll have about 40 in the trail just scaring. Just coming out of corners and dark places, and but then as you walk through, but total undertaking. I mean, you're looking at more like 50. Close to 60 people that's, totally involved. So there's been guys out there with me. A.J. Johnson's helped out. The Wright family, they've helped us out all week. So, this starts months in advance, planning and calling. We got bigger
I can imagine.
Right. Church of God. So,
well, I said everybody looks forward to it. So far, there's been big crowds.
Tomorrow night's the first night.
Okay.
Yes, tomorrow night's the first night. But yes, we've had big crowds so far at the farm for the daytime activities.
Fantastic. Anything else? The floor is yours.
I think we are good. We just appreciate y'all having us here. We really appreciate the time.
Everybody in Wayne County looks forward to this every year, so it's a good time. Luckily, the weather's kind of cooling off a little bit.
Yeah, this weekend should be nice.
Yeah, so
it's the best time to go.
Yeah. So. Well, we appreciate y'all coming in. Wish y'all the best of luck. Again, we'll keep on promoting it, let everybody know. I think we got the ads running about the Popple Farms activities. Scream Acres, Haunted Trail.
Yep, y'all come on out.
Check it out this weekend. Okay, we'll be back with more of the Butch and Bob Show after this.
Let's make some memories at the fair. Enjoy 5 days of pure fun at the Jessup JC Fair, October 8th to the 12th with Paradise Amusements. Games, rides, contests, great food, entertainment, exhibits, and competitions, along with arts and crafts. The Zach Williams Blues Band performs Thursday night. Main Street Band plays Saturday night. Admission $10 per person and includes rides. Gates open at 6 p.m. each night. Come to the Jessup JC Fair, October 8th to the 12th at JC Fairgrounds on Highway 84 in Jessup.
And then along came Walker Jones.
Now, at Walker Jones Toyota, you can buy now and pay later. That's no payments until 2020. What about 0% on 12 new 2019 Toyota models? You can count on Walker Jones Toyota to take care of you like good friends and neighbors should. Plus, every new Toyota comes with a lifetime warranty and complimentary Toyota Care maintenance.
This is Kelly, sales manager at Walker Jones Toyota. Thanks for letting us take care of you like good friends and neighbors should.
And remember, Walker Jones Toyota is home of the lifetime warranty. Lifetime.
Get the best deal from Walker Jones.
Offers with approved credit on select 2019 new Toyotas. Must finance through SETF for 0% for 90 days. Offers cannot be combined, plus tax tag. Georgia Lemon Law includes $599 dealer fee. Offer ends 10/31/2019.
We're the world famous Butch and Bob Show. Special event coming up at JC Stadium in a couple of weeks. The big band concert taking place. Farrell Cooksey in with the band. And Farrell, what's your position with the band?
Currently, I'm the treasurer. We'll leave the rest of it.
You take care of all the money then, right?
Yes, sir. It all flows through me. With us this morning also is Miss Monica Ravenel. She's our vice president. She's quiet, but I made her come this morning. What we would like to talk about is we are having what's called the Deep South Classic November 2nd here in Wayne County at JC Stadium. This is a band competition. This is the competition marching season for all bands everywhere, apparently. Currently, we have 15 bands signed up coming from Georgia, Florida,
Columbia, South Carolina,
home of the Gamecocks.
Yes.
and I think there was one from Alabama. I can't remember if there was one from Alabama, but we have those 3 states. Those bands, on average, are about 100 students, some less, some actually about 150 students. So we're expecting between somewhere around the 1,500 students. Let me get my notes out here, Mr. Bob. With a real number of band students and parents and chaperones, somewhere around the neighborhood of 4,000 folks in Wayne County that day. We couldn't do this without our sponsors. You know, we always have to thank those first because they give me the checks to do this. Our platinum sponsors are Rainier, Country Financial, Armstrong Family Dentistry, the Historic Strand, and Jessup Drive-In. I don't have the list of the gold and the silver and the bronze sponsors, but I did need to make those because they write the really big checks. We're going to have concessions available that day. We've got the Wayne County Touchdown Club is partnering with us. They're going to do the concession stand, so come get your sausage dogs, hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, nachos, and all that other stuff. We also have a really good funnel cake maker coming. I know they're good because I ate 2 of them at the last competition we were at.
So this is going to take place on a Saturday?
It is Saturday, November 2nd.
Is there a cost to get in?
And it is, our guests are $10 a piece, students are $5, and 4 and under get in free. We still have, we'll be having what's called a airgram.
Yes, and Spirit Pops.
Spirit Pops are where you can buy a blow pop. Your band students come in, they buy a blow pop, and they get points, and at the end of the night, you win points. I don't know what you actually win. I've never heard what you actually win.
The director would actually get like a plaque where he can put it up in his office.
Okay, so you get a plaque if you get the most blow pops sold. The airgrams are fun because a parent can come in and say, we wish little Tommy or little Susie the best performance ever, and it's all a fundraiser for us. Every part of this is a fundraiser. This is our biggest one of the year, and we've never done this before. Hopefully November 3rd we can start planning it to be an annual event, but we need to get past November 2nd first.
So the Wayne County Band's going to be the beneficiary. Is that where the proceeds are going?
Yes, we will. This, like I said, this is our biggest fundraiser we've ever done, I think. And I don't have a whole lot of history on fundraisers in the past, but I know this has potential to be a really big opportunity for us. Miss Rhonda just said that it's actually a trophy you get for the most blow pop sold. So that day, again, Wayne County will perform. They'll be one of the feature bands that evening. We don't get to be in the competition, but we will actually perform our halftime show that evening, our competition show. And we have a really special guest coming from Valdosta. Valdosta State University is going to come and do the main feature band show that evening. So that's going to be a real treat for everybody. If you've never been to one of these, and up until 2 years ago, I had never graced the gate of a band competition. These things are pretty fascinating. These kids work pretty much all year long getting ready for these band competitions. They call them their halftime shows. Some bands actually separate their Friday night band from their competition show. But they get into some really elaborate movements, some really elaborate setups for the field. So it's a big deal for all of them. Again, it's going to start, I think the gates open at 11 that day. The first band will take the field at 1. Mm-hmm. The awards will begin somewhere around 9 that night, and it will go all day long. We are asking for some volunteers. I think somebody called this the redneck call out. We have one vendor that is coming alongside of us to provide some golf carts and trailers, but we're still in need of some golf carts and trailers to move equipment onto the field, and we have to be very selective of those golf carts because we can't have those big knobby tires because we definitely don't want any damage to our football field. Our staff does too much work on that field. So if you have a golf cart and a trailer or a Polaris Ranger without the big knobby silverback tires on them, you can give me a call and we will definitely hook you up to let you volunteer that day. If you have any other questions or comments, you can call me against Farrell Cooksey. My number is 912-294-5947. I have most everything checked off of my list.
I would just like to give a shout out to Hog and Bones. They will be in the Band Booster concessions on that day.
I forgot about Hog and Bones.
Yes.
And I eat there about every morning.
And once again, the date and the time.
November 2nd. It is Georgia-Florida weekend as well. So we will have somebody giving out scores throughout the game to keep everybody posted. Gates will open at 11. The actual award ceremony is going to be somewhere around the 9:15 mark. It's usually when they happen, 9:15 range.
And you know what time Wayne County's band's going to perform for those that may want to just come see Wayne County's band?
There's a time slot, and I don't remember what it is. I think it is after the dinner break. I don't have that with me.
Maybe we can get that and get past that long.
It will. All of this will be on the Wayne County Band Booster Facebook page, and we also have our website now. And I don't remember what our website address is because we just did that recently, where Miss Rhonda went in and had everything.
It is WCHbands.com. That's WCHSbands.com.
See, that's why I bring Mo.
There you go. Again, so it sounds like a big event. And you said these are all high school bands, but you said the Valdosta State College band will be there?
Valdosta State University is bringing their band over just to do a feature show. What that does, it gives the kids an opportunity to see what they could do when they graduate, when they go to college. They can get involved in, and those bands do a really good job. We've got a lot of students over at Troy. We've got a few over at Valdosta now. I do want to there's this one band coming from the Columbia, South Carolina area. It's either them or Greenbrier. They're bringing 3 semi-fulls worth of equipment and props to go on this thing. So it's going to be pretty big. These bands really go all out for these competitions. And Wayne County has been to one so far this season. We traveled to Effingham County again on Saturday, and then next Saturday is Pierce County. So if you're in the area, please come out, support the bands. You hear them every Friday night on the sidelines, in the stands, playing, supporting our football team, the Yellow Jackets. But these students really put a lot of time and effort into this. And if you get a chance to come and see them perform that day, we would love to have you come out.
Okay.
I do have the time. Wayne County Band will be performing at 8 p.m. on that day, and Valdosta is going to perform at 8:20.
Okay, so it's Wayne County Band at 8, and then the Valdosta State Band after that.
Yes.
And that's all Saturday, November the 1st.
November 2nd.
November 2nd. Okay, at JC Stadium.
JC Stadium. We will be using every piece of property available to us from one side of the street to the other and all the way back to Orange Street.
Okay.
4,000 people is a lot of vehicles coming in.
Sounds like it. Well, we appreciate y'all coming in. Wish y'all the best of luck.
Thank y'all for letting us come on here this morning. We appreciate all the support you give us.
Okay, that's going to do it for today's World Famous Butch and Bob Show. Jonathan, have a great day.
It's been a record-breaking year at Woody Folsom Nissan Vidalia. We put more Nissan